Tyrone Bowman live. Welcome to the program on tonight, everybody. Well, let's get right down to business on this side here. Once again, this is Tyrone Bowman live. I'm your host. And tonight I'm going to be talking about an article that I found in the March 17th, 2025 edition of The Final Call. And the headline reads, quote, "It may be killing us," close quote, colon, "scientists concerned over findings of dangerous chemicals in synthetic braiding hair." We know millions of people around the world are getting their hair braided, synthetically wise. So is there a risk involved in it? Or is there something more that we need to be concerned about? So let's talk about it here on Tyrone Bowman Live. And this article was written by Anisa Muhammad, a staff writer for the Final Call newspaper. And I quote, "A black girl in her braids, a black girl in her braids," end quote. Okay, let's deal with it here. The poetic song by Jaylene Clark Owens went viral on social media in 2014 as Black women posted images and videos showcasing the cultural connection between Black women and braids. The connection has even trickled into the entertainment industry as a form of Black expression. It is no secret, Black women love braids, but the evidence is in synthetic braiding. Hair does not love Black women. A new study by Consumer Reports suggests that a Black girl may have carcinogens or cancer-causing substances and other dangerous chemicals in her synthetic braids. Consumer Reports tested 10 popular synthetic braiding hair products and found carcinogens and volatile organic compounds known as VOCs, such as acetone in all 10 products and lead in 9 products. Volatile, organic compounds or compounds that turn into gas at room temperature. Wow. I want to be sure I quoted that word right. Volatile organic compounds are compounds that turn into gas room temperature. Quote, "I'm desperately concerned to hear about the findings of this report. The presence of known carcinogens in hair products that many of my clients use is very alarming, something that I think everyone should take very, very seriously." End quote. Donnie James, master cosmetologist, instructor, and longtime hair braider, said to the Final Call, quote, "I've been braiding hair for the past 15 years. For the past 35 years, and I've been using synthetic hair all these years," end quote. Dr. James E. Rogers, director and head of product safety testing at Consumer Reports, and his team set out to test synthetic braiding hair in 2024 with the goals to determine and measure the chemicals present and to determine possible risks to product consumers. The team tested 20 samples, 2 samples of each product. The products were from the brands Sensational, Magic Fingers, Sassy Collection, Shake and Go, HB Gant Debut, and Darling. The Final Call reached out to 6 of the several brands and did not receive a response. So with all this beautification going on, what are the risks to synthetic hair braiding? These products contain benzene, a known carcinogen. Long-term health effects can include anemia, bone marrow damage, leukemia, and negative fertility effects in women, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, known as the CDC. All of the products contain methylene chloride. Short-term exposure can cause harm to the central nervous system, according to the U.S. or the United States Environmental Protection Agency, or the EPA. Long-term exposure can cause liver toxicity and liver and lung cancer. The amounts of lead and VOCs were also of concern to the researchers. Quote, lead is a neurotoxin, end quote. Dr. Brianna X. Alexander Phillips, a biomedical scientist, said to the final call, in children, lead can cause lowered IQ, damage to the brain and nervous system, learning and behavioral difficulties, slowed growth, hearing problems, headaches, and in adults, reproductive problems, high blood pressure and hypertension, nerve disorder, memory, and concentration problems. Wow. And muscle and joint pain, according to the EPA. Every sample of the synthetic hair tested contained at least 6 VOCs. Health effects of VOCs can include eye, nose, and throat irritation, headaches, loss of coordination, nausea, damage to the liver and kidney, and possible cancer, according to the EPA. How often do Black women get synthetic braiding hair? Ms. James said her customers return every 4 to 6 weeks like clockwork. She pinpointed 3 main reasons why Black women get synthetic braiding hair. One, due to the longevity and easier maintenance when going about daily life. 2, to experiment with different styles and colors without harming their natural hair. And 3, because of its protective. It's considered a protective style, but I don't know. We got to use that word loosely. Now, I don't know if it's protecting us. It may be killing us, she said, quote, close quote. Ms. James, who is also an author, real estate investor, and entrepreneur, operates her studio in Metro Atlanta and specializes in natural hair and hair braiding extensions. In the past, she used to burn the ends of the hair, a common ritual for hair braiders. But burning synthetic hair could potentially release the VOCs present. Quote, at one point at the beginning of my career, we burned them all the time. So, all those fumes we were inhaling, you don't know if they have left a lifetime effect on your health, and it may not come up until way later, close quote, Ms. James said. She expressed concern for the health of clients, herself, and other beauticians. For biologist Dr. Christina Parks, the cancer-causing potential is not the biggest concern regarding the chemicals found. She completed honors research into organic chemistry as an undergraduate and has worked with some of the chemicals mentioned in the study. Quote, these are not the most carcinogenic compounds. In fact, I work with these every day. When I worked in an organic chemistry lab, she said to the final call, quote, honestly, I think that's one of the reasons I became infertile, because I inhaled so many of these organic compounds like benzene and toluene. I haven't developed cancer, mind you, but it made me infertile. Dr. Parks explained that VOCs can enter through skin and travel into a person's bloodstream and into their tissue, making their way to the ovaries. This is part 1 of a 2-part article that I will finish at a later time. So, Tyrone Bowman, never surrender, never quit.